living at a particularly interesting moment in time where chiropractic is having the opportunity to not just redefine itself, not just reinvent itself, but to get the word out again. And the difference now is we have the benefits of science to explain the phenomena that was only at that point available anecdotally. So what I just wanted to let everybody think about is the science of psycho-neuro-immunology, which is the science of how what you think affects your nervous system and affects the functioning of your immune system. And so the first thing to know is that all of this scare that's going on, and we shouldn't call it scare. The public at large is just being informed. Mm-hmm. But the net result of the information is causing people to panic. It's causing people to go and buy out the stock of hand sanitizers and antibacterial scrubs.
But what's this thing with the toilet paper? Why are they buying toilet paper?
They're buying toilet paper in the unlikely event that they get quarantined. They want to make sure that they can take a...
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's what that's for. Now, you can either be a victim or you can be a victor. And so besides the obvious solution being turn off the news, the other proactive thing that you can do, the most proactive thing that there is that I know exists as far as mobilizing your immune system, is to have a nervous system that's free of stress and free of interference. And that is, from what I still remember, and I don't think it's changed, is having a nervous system that's free of subluxations, if you want to use that word.
Well, vertical subway stations.
Yes, vertical subway stations, correct. So thank you for clarifying that.
No problem.
Anyway, the point of it is to have everybody seize the opportunity to give the people in your community not only a higher level of service, but a higher level of appreciation for the service that you're already delivering. And there may even be some of you watching this who weren't aware about this historical basis within chiropractic, and even the fact that that success that chiropractic produced became part of what enabled chiropractic to get its first licensure in the first series of states.
And the data shows it wasn't just a little bit better, it was hundreds of times better survival.
Correct. Yeah. And so there are, unfortunately today, not just does the public at large not know this, but I have to say it's my experience in practice coaching for many years. It appears as though the chiropractors themselves aren't aware of this.
Yeah, so absolutely.
It's worthy of, you can go online and see, Dan Murphy has a really excellent, well-researched, I believe it's on YouTube, video with all of the science, all of the history of where it was then, why it was then, and where it is now and why it is now. And
right. So, the cool thing about that video, it was done 7 years ago. So it was way before any of this stuff. So this isn't something he fabricated for this moment. He was giving a history lesson and it got recorded. And now we have that without the context of the scare today.
Well, you know, the universal truth that reigns supreme is those who fail to learn the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them.
Yes, absolutely.
And what I choose to say instead, being the optimist that you know I am, is those who study and learn the lessons of history are able to take them and use them to achieve maximum benefit and success in the world as it exists today.
Right.
So that rather than the solution being to wait for the scientists to develop the vaccine, rather than doing something as simplistic as wash your hands thoroughly, my invitation to you all, my chiropractic brethren, is get out there and spread the word and make available to your community the opportunity to have your nervous system checked for stress.
Yes, absolutely. Thing we talked about earlier before we went live is the fear and the hope side,
Yes.
because you also have a degree in psycho-neuro something or other. Can you
Yeah.
explain that a little bit and how that works?
So yes, Psycho-Neuro-Immunology is the science of the relationship between what you think, what you speak, the function of your nervous system, and the function of your immune system. So that it literally creates the situation where fear is immunosuppressive. So the more that you fear a thing, the more it inhibits the function of your immune system, the less able to fight whatever is out there that your immune system becomes. So besides, like I said, the simplistic solution is turn off the radio, turn off the television, stop reading and feeling like you need to catch up with the latest and the greatest of what science is doing to rescue you. What if everyone instead decided to be proactive and eat healthy, pray, meditate, have good, healthy relationships, have your nervous system checked for interference, and if it's found, get rid of it, and have the most joyful, grateful, with an air of positive expectancy lifestyle you can have. And I know of no better way to do that than to become a member of a proper mindset oriented chiropractic practice like my good friend Dr. Hoskins has.
Thank you very much, Larry. I appreciate that. So, as we said before, that list of things to do is just good practice anyway. Move well, eat well, have a good functioning nervous system, and then think well on top of that as an overarching thing. That's just good common sense anyway. And then, like the governor of the great state of South Carolina says, do what your mama told you. Cover up when you cough or sneeze, and wash your hands on a regular basis.
And
So,
I'll add one more thing as the advocate of lifetime chiropractic care
yes, sir.
dispensed in little tiny bite-sized pieces. Because here's the thing that I have come to observe. The notion of being a lifetime chiropractic patient is unfathomably big for most people.
Yes.
Because a lifetime is just, it's a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
But a lifetime is made up of a series of moments. And so if your goal was on a regular basis, and regular is really clinically determined by you and your doc, but if you had your goal that on a regular basis to have your nervous system checked, and when there's interference, have it eliminated and corrected, and you did that with the frequency that your body says it needs based on a thorough evaluation by an expert in that, like your chiropractor, and then follow through with care, because self-care is self-love and you deserve it. And that's really the point I want to end with is people start and think about going for chiropractic care in terms of whether they need it or not. And I would just love to reframe that for people and think about it in terms of, do you deserve it?
Mm.
Do you deserve to have an optimal functioning nervous system? Do you deserve to have a life free of pain and suffering? Do you deserve to have a body that you can take the kind of care of so that you can be, I'll say it, you can be like me, that I'm about to turn 65 and I swear to you, I'll run rings around most of my brethren who are in their 30s and 40s, because I'm not just the owner of the company. I'm a customer.
Yes, sir.
I'm not just an advocate for taking this kind of care of yourself. I've been doing it since I was in my 20s. My daughter's been the beneficiary of it since she was born. And so it's just my way of sharing and suggesting to you all that walk your talk, have hope, have faith, get checked, get adjusted, and spread the word.
Excellent. Thank you for your time, my friend.
Honor and a privilege as always.